Why? Why does this exist?
Listen, Jeff, it's okay. So it can't be that bad.
Yes, it is. It's the worst thing. It's worse than Sonic X. To a degree.
Wanna play with Rex?
No!
No? Okay. We can watch some Legend of Korra.
No.
Huh? Come on. I've been dying to watch it.
No!
Jeez. Okay. Oh. You can't turn down Marvel vs. Capcom now. Come on. Just one little game.
This is what happens when you binge watch Sonic Underground. To give a thorough review, you watch every single painful, ear-bleedingly musical episode of Sonic Underground. I got my crayon. I was a little out of my mind. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was just so insane in everything it was doing that it would be painful to watch, but at the same time, you just had so much fun just because of the new interactions and everything that they did and just all the incredibly zany things that they were doing. You know, the Sonic Sat-In was just beautiful, taking video game characters and just bringing him to life in this new, dark, edgy storyline. And they could have come back to that. In fact, in one of the special features on Sonic Underground DVD states that they could have gone back to Sonic Sat-In, but they wanted to switch it up. Resulting in what can possibly be something worse than Sonic X in life. Now, to be fair, there are some things here that could work. I am totally open to new things and this new storyline, and you know what? Just bring it on at me. What you got?
Sonic Underground! Sonic Underground!
The music. As if the idea of them having musical instruments as weapons wasn't stupid enough. Maybe as a gimmick for a music video, like they have a pain, irritating piece of crap song drilled into your head with a crappy AMV music video edited in to each and every single episode. If they saved it for every other episode or maybe every 2 episodes, this may have stood a chance. Because in the end, there are actually a few select songs that could actually be catchy.
Justice calling, tyranny falling. We're not gonna take it anymore. Doing the Mobius stomp.
And there are a few others here and there, but for the most part, Every single song in this series burns every single part of your brain. Now that we got pretty much the main issue out of the way, how is the rest of it? Well, the story itself isn't that bad overall, but it really doesn't have that oomph that Sonic Sat.AM did. What it does is melds the world of Sonic Sat.AM with the world of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, creating Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog with background. And that's all we get here. But it tries to combine story elements, it tries to be serious, it tries to help emote the emotions of the characters through these painfully disgusting songs. I love Julia White as Sonic the Hedgehog, but when you have him voice Manic and you have him voice Sonia, the chick, you couldn't hire the animator's daughter who was a fan of the series to voice this chick hedgehog. You just had to have Julia White voice all three. That is laziness at its finest, because it is unbelievably distracting. Once in a while Julia White can pull off the fact that this is a girl, but most of the time it just comes off as Sonic the Hedgehog doing a fake girl accent, and it's painful to listen to. And Jim Cummings is not back as Dr. Robotnik. Oh yes, it warms the cockles of my heart. That was an intimidating and creepily stalkerish voice that really made me love Dr. Robotnik as a villain. That's not back here.
The only characters that brought anything new and funnily fresh were the cronies of Dr. Robotnik's Sleet and Dingo, particularly because Sleet was voiced by Maurice LaMarche, who obviously voiced the Brain. It's extremely distracting, but at the same time, and think of it as this alternate reality where Pinky and the Brain became two wolf guys serving under Robotnik and just plotting and take over the world out from under him. But as is, none of the voice acting really works at all. I mean, Jaleel White as Sonic the Hedgehog himself still has that classic witty comeback, but you constantly hear him over and over again with Manic and Sonia because they just sound exactly the same as Sonic, just slightly different accents from the same voice actor. Again, lazy. The animation is a lot more polished and a lot cleaner, but at the same time, when they go to their terrible music videos, they just cut away and just do a random slideshow of all the things that they've done just with random Windows Movie Maker color effects. Like, it doesn't work. It does not work as a show. But it happened, and it's a shame. Because they just could have gone back to Sonic Sat.AM, and we would have had something really good. Again, we could have had Season 3, maybe Season 4, because this went on for 40 episodes. Almost twice as long as Sonic Sat.AM did. It's cold, and it's cruel, and it shouldn't have happened. In all fairness, the animation is good. Voice acting, while not on par with it, is still well directed enough outside of its corniness. And at least it does attempt to have a coherent story. At least we get the appearance of Knuckles, even though he could sound a lot better. It's so hard because I love the character and I don't want to demean it, but this is crap. But I mean, there's good things about it, but it's just crap overall. I have to give it a 5 out of 10. There's barely anything good here. At the very least, it looks flashy. There were 1 or 2 songs that were catchy. They attempted to renew the story, but all in all, outside of the Sleet and Dingo, I could really care less for this. In fact, 3 out of 10. I'm sorry, 3 out of 10. I can't give him any credit for the studio that brought us this series, because it's an unbelievably uncreative waste of time. And I watched every single episode. The only upside I can give it is that at least when it came to the end of the series, they effectively killed Robotnik. Well, I'll give you points for that. But they killed Robotnik in Sonic Side AM at the very end as well. But they left on an edgy cliffhanger where we just have to read the comic books to find out what happens. But for you guys, it was just a thank God this is over. This has been a Wayfest review, and we'll see you next time on Team Epic Force. I don't think there could be anything worse than that.